What's going on, everybody? I'm just going to start by introducing myself. My name is Quace.
And I'm Tammy.
And of course, definitely we want to welcome everybody who's listening right now to our very first podcast episode. We're super excited to share the story behind Indulgence by TKM, our luxury candle brand, built on love, creativity, and a whole lot of teamwork.
We're super excited to take you behind the scenes on how it all started. So grab a cozy spot, light your favorite Indulgence by TKM candle, and let's talk about the magic of creating something meaningful together. To be honest with you guys, it all started from way back when. First of all, my husband and I, we've been together for about close to 20 years, right? Who's counting? And we have 4 kids. And I know most of the parents out there, you could definitely relate to what I'm about to say. Once you have your first child, wind down time, it's a luxury. It's a privilege. Because it's really hard to get that time allocated towards yourself because you're so busy. Not only are you caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life, but you have little ones to take care of. And that within itself could be a lot. So if you're able to get that special moment for yourself,
light a
candle and indulge. And that's simply what happened for us, that's pretty much what happens when it comes to us. We don't get a chance to do much, but when we do get that chance for ourselves, we light a candle, or might I be honest with you guys, because we're on this podcast, we light candles. And when I tell you, you could go from literally having this day of just being so tired and exhausted to lighting a candle and having that candle change your entire perception. It creates not only a magical ambience, but it also helps to calm, soothe, and relax. And that's one of the main reasons behind us starting our candle line. Not only are we using premium ingredients, but all of the ingredients that we're going to be using are biodegradable, eco-friendly, and safe. Not only for the environment, but for our respiratory systems as well. Because you have to think about it. If you are a candle lover, like most of us, right? Millions of us love candles. And you're breathing in not so great elements and components over a course of time, it could definitely be harmful and toxic. Another reason behind us creating our candle brand was to also use premium ingredients, biodegradable ingredients, like I said before, eco-friendly ingredients that's not going to cause harmful toxins to your respiratory system. Something that you could light maybe 5 days, a candle that you could light 5 days a week, 365 days a year, and not have to worry about that guilty feeling of, oh my goodness, am I going to make myself sick?
Not to mention, candles have always been a part of our love story. From the date nights to the quiet moments, candles literally have always set the tone and create many memories for us.
I could give you many examples, like when we first met. I used to light candles even prior to us meeting, right? And not to mention when we met, candles all over. We had candles in the living room, candles in the bedroom, and of course, that was before we had all the kids that we had, of course. And it just, it felt so right. We would light candles just because. Candles during dinner time, just to, make the house smell great. You get what I'm saying, because I think we all do it from time to time. But we thought, what if we could create candles that capture those moments? Candles that aren't just beautiful, but like a true magical experience. And that's how Indulgence by TKM was born. It wasn't as simple as it sounds. Trust me when I tell you. We spent months, no, let's take that back. We spent over 2 years learning everything we could possibly learn about candle making. When I tell you candle making is a science, it's a true science. From testing premium coconut cream waxes to soy waxes to apricot coconut soy waxes to even beeswax. Not to mention experimenting with fragrance blends, so many different fragrance blends from so many different companies. Because our motto is do something correctly, do it to the best of your capabilities, make it perfect, or go home. And that's what we did. We wanted to make sure every candle was perfect. We chose the coconut cream soy wax. Remember, honey? We were on the fence, but the coconut cream wax worked out the best simply because not only Is it clean burning and long lasting? But the fragrance throw during the cold part of the testing, along with the heat throw, oh my goodness. We're lighting up rooms with fragrance. I mean, absolutely amazing. Don't get me wrong, the apricot coconut soy wax is great as well, but I prefer the coconut soy wax, the coconut cream soy wax. It's better, in my opinion, right? And that's the one that we chose to go with. Not only is it luxurious, but it's more sustainable, in my opinion, which was super important to us. And getting the right wick, of course, testing. We tested over, I want to say, maybe about 10 different types of wicks. It's a process, like I said. It really takes a scientist. It's like being a scientist in a lab. Testing, okay, you think you're there, and then it's like suddenly, oh my, the melt is off on one side. You have a pool of wax. It's not burning properly. It was so tedious.
Let's just say we've experienced a lot of late nights, but guess what? It was all worth it.
Oh yeah, we've stayed up literally. I'm talking about 6 a.m. in the morning, from 9 a.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. Having to get up at 7 o'clock to get the kids ready for school, you know what I'm saying, and out the door. So like I said, it has been a journey over 2 years. Our candle company was initially established back in 2022, and we were supposed to launch a couple months in 2022, or at least we thought we were going to launch at that time. But like I said, after all of the input that we had to, in order to make our candles stand out and be just perfect, it honestly took us about 2.5 additional years. Not to mention, we were working on other projects anyway. So, you know, and then you have a family, you're trying to balance work, kids, family, everything. And by the time 2025 rolled around, I was like, that's it. We're doing everything that we started. We're going to complete it by 2025. If you hear any noise in the background, just excuse us. I know it's our first podcast, but this is real life, right? We have honestly 5 puppies, all under the age of 2 years old. The 2 oldest puppies are about, I want to say about 1.5, 2 years old. And we have 3 7-month-old puppies as well. So you may hear like a little scratching, a little bit of noise in the background, but no worries.
So as my wife explained earlier, for us, Indulgence by TKM is just more than candles. It's about creating moments of joy, connection, whether it's a romantic evening, a quiet moment of self-reflection.
What makes our candles truly unique is the story behind each one. Take our Grown and Sexy collection, for example. Names like Bedroom Shenanigans, Chocolate Kisses are all about setting the mood and embracing life's sensual moments. And then we have our self-care collection, because who doesn't need self-care? We need to show ourselves love at all times, no exceptions. With names like L'amour de soi and Pure Serenity. Not to mention our Radiant Soul candle. Whoo, smells so good. Designed to inspire self-love and relaxation at all times. And let's not forget the fragrances. We've blended scents like red wine, Merlot, black cherry, bergamot, peach, hydrenia, sandalwood, vanilla, just to name a few, to create the experiences that are luxurious and unforgettable. Each candle tells its own stories, and we love seeing how they resonate with our customers.
So guess what? If you haven't tried one of our candles yet, this will be a perfect time to do so.
Hearing about your stories about how these candles have made your celebrations even more special, brought calm to your day, has been the most rewarding part of this journey so far. So what's next for Indulgence by TKM? We're always working on new collections, dreaming up of new scents, and finding ways to make your candle experience even better. To share some behind the scenes info with you, yes, you're tuning into this podcast, so I might as well go ahead and just let you know what's going on. We're currently working on our Mother's Day candle collection, and I can tell, when I tell you, it's going to be the best Mother's Day candle collection ever. And guess what? We're almost done. We're almost done creating all of the different scents and putting all of our fragrance notes together. And I'm super ecstatic, to say the least, because not only are we almost finished creating the candles, but they smell amazing. Trust me when I tell you, candles are not only for decorative purposes, but they're for ambiance, they're for meditation, they're for health reasons, they're for so many. I mean, whatever you want to light a candle for, go ahead and ignite the candle and have a great time indulging.
You deserve it.
Don't forget to follow us on our social medias for more, and be sure to visit our website to explore the collections. If you enjoyed this podcast, don't forget to share it with a friend who could use a little more indulgence in their lives. And of course, we'll catch you in the next podcast.